taking on the Atlanta Hawks. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. It'll be the Wizards off the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Wizards. Wall and Beal together in the backcourt. Otto Porter and Nene in performance. And it's Gortat in at the 5.
Now they got the most out of that possession, guys. Al Horford saw last season come to an end after completely tearing his right pectoral muscle. This only 2 years after a similar injury to his left pectoral. And such a terrific player, you certainly hope he can find a way to stay healthy.
T dishes to Korver. Lets it go from 11. And there's Horford. That's good on the assist by Korver.
Got him with the turnaround there. That was as sweet as honey.
Ball against T. Beal gets a wide open hook. And he's good on the 3 ball. Beal's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
T kicks to Horford. And the layup's good off the glass.
The offensive execution really well done. They got the ball in tight for the high percentage shot.
Wall passes to Beal. Wall dishes to Porter. Nice ball movement by Washington. Gortat misses.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
I'm not sure how that didn't go down.
Here's Millsap. Shot is off. Now Washington takes it the other way. No one near Wall as he lets it go. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Poked away. Wall with the steal. Beal with it. And it's Horford picking him up. The pass to Beal. He feeds it to Wall. He dishes it to Nene. Pocket 6. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Horford sets a screen for T. Horford gets the bucket. Horford's got 6.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
And Wall kicks to Nene. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And you know why he was open there. They didn't commit too much defense to him, and you can see why. He has trouble making that shot.
There's Beal with the 3. And again, Washington with the triple.
And that transition 3 is one of his favorite shots. We see him pull up from out there a lot. The defense is scattered. That's a good look.
Teague with a clean look. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Millsap a screen on Beal. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession.
Maybe a low percentage pass, but it still nearly got through.
I like it, though. I mean, it's an aggressive play. Heads up defending to deflect it away.
And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Kicks to Nene. Beal the pass to Wall. Pass to Porter. 6 to shoot. And the call will be against Jeff T. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, Atlanta trailing by 2 and stolen by Horford.
You can see he had his eye out for that pass the whole way, anticipated, got himself in position, and made the steal.
Millsap misses. Washington's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter.
Well, if any team had the opportunity or the excuse to pack it in and call it a year was the Atlanta Hawks. I mean, they lost their star player for the season, but still found a way to fight through and make it into the playoffs in a very tough division.
Teague gets to Corbin. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Korver's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Gortat inside. And stolen by Horford. Here's Korver. Pull up Jay. Not enough on that one as it misses. And realistically, guys, the Hawks never were going to do anything in the East as the Pacers and Heat were the class of the conference. But, Steve, they established a winning environment in a year when they really could just glide it on by.
Yeah, and they gave Indiana all they could handle in that first round, too, Kevin. I think it's important to establish the style of play, which Mike Budenholzer did, and now you build off that, and you continue to grow as an organization.
The Wizards making a switch here. Kevin Surf, and he's...
Whoa! How about that basketball, man? Beautiful. Wow. I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
The Atlanta shooting their first free throw this game.
Al Horford, the Dominican big man, won 2 titles with that great University of Florida team, actually back-to-back titles in 06 and 07. You really love his skill level. There's not much he can't do. He gets up and down. He's a terrific passer, and his mid-range jumper is spot on.
Now Teague, following the three-point attempt by Pierce. Teague dishes to Millsap. Puts it up from 15. Pierce with the steal. Right side, Pierce. And here's the fast break. Carroll leading the way. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
Back and forth we go. That basket gives us just another lead change.
And there have been too many of those to keep track of. What a contest.
Now, here is Humphries. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And Steve, for Horford, consistently a threat from mid-range. It's curious that he has struggled at the free throw line the last couple of seasons.
Yeah, it must be something mental, because you think about what a good shooter he is from the outside. Some people have even thought maybe he should shoot threes from time to time. But the free throw line struggles, that's something that's bothered a lot of people over the years, and usually it's a mental block of some sort.
Korver kicks to Teague. Pass to Millsap. 11 feet away. The rebound by Humphries.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Looks like he's trying to find a groove in this game. Just hasn't had it dialed in yet.
Carroll for 3. Rebound, Washington. Teague against Sessions. And it's Pierce in the corner. Pulls up on the wing. That drops. Pierce has got 5 points so far. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And late in to finish the break. Now it's a 7-point Wizards lead. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Wizards.
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers and turning them over.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Pass to Sessions. Back to Pierce. They double up Pierce. Just 5 on the clock. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Will Bynum is checked in for Washington. Here's Brand. And it's good. Caught through contact. Hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
And you love the concentration. Gets hit, but stays with the play.
Yeah, he showed a lot right there. Plenty of concentration, finding a way to get that shot to fall.
And Washington going with a whole new group here.
Assist goes to.
Great looking bounce pass to set up that play.
Schroeder passes to Brand. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
That's one he knows he should have made.
Gortat inside. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Well, as far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not what's going to keep them in this league.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
Now, here is Gortat. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Nene, a 6'11" Brazilian big man, strong and quick-footed with a nice touch. He's a quality two-way player. And for him, as it is the case with a lot of players, it's about health. You know, over the course of his 12-year career, he's missed almost a third of available games due to injury.
You talk about Nene's troubles at times staying on the court, Steve. Some say he's unwilling to play through pain.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's the case. You know, all I know is that when he's healthy, he is one of the most effective big men in the NBA, and he had a terrific run in the playoffs last year, particularly in that Chicago series.
So it's Washington now, following the three by Atlanta. Gortat tried to bank it in, but he misses. Here's Bazemore. Washington with the rebound. Nene's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Brand comes to help. The steal. Up the floor.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
And Wall. Here we go now. Fires at the elbow. And he gets the bucket. Wall's got 6. Out of bounds. Washington takes possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
And the Wizards with possession. It's a 5-point game. Into Nene. The feet to Gortat. Out of bounds. Atlanta takes possession.
Now, severe lack of awareness on his part. He had no idea he was near the out-of-bounds line.
They set the pick. Here's Schroeder. Out to the wing. Bazemore misses. Wizards leading by 5.
Hammer time! Wow. Hammer time! And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right. Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
And the Wizards with possession, following the bucket by the Hawks. Nene, the screen. And Wall kicks to Porter. Beal dishes to Nene. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Beal. He's got 10. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is good. Beal's got 12 in the game.
Well, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
Here's Schroeder. Gets it off. And no good trying to get that one. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And when you consider how the Wizards are doing, Stephen Clark, your thoughts?
Just the start they wanted to this game. Solid offense. They got good ball movement. Established a nice rhythm.
Yeah, not stagnant at all. Free-flowing and fluid at the offensive end.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. We've got Pierce. Sessions out there with Bynum. Then it's Kevin Seraphin. And it's Humphries in the power forward position. Now here's Bynum. Here's Pierce. Another one falls for Washington. The Hawks trail by 7.
Coach Mike Budenholzer got early consideration for Coach of the Year award honors in Atlanta before a rash of injuries just sidetracked their season. But a promising young head coach, really sharp.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Bazemore. Feeds to Brand. From deep. Scott. Good. Scott's got 7 points.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Bazemore. And that one is hammered home.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
Guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kevin, the Atlanta Hawks, a team that looks to spread the floor with shooting. Coach Mike Budenholzer said, we don't want to just be a three-point shooting team. We want to get to the rim first. By creating that space, we give our guards and our bigs a chance to attack. If the paint is taken away, we'll look for our shooters. Good strategy, Kevin.
Coach Bud coming from San Antonio, Doris. The Hawks trying to create that same kind of spacing. Brand, a screen on Pierce. It's Brand with the drive. Second chance shot. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. The Hawks have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And Sessions kicks to Humphries. The shot's good. Sessions making him pay. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
And we still aren't halfway through this contest yet.
Yeah, that number could easily go up to double digits before this game is over.
Here's Schroeder. He kicks to Brand. 5 on the clock. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Brand's got 6 points. Washington's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Bynum kicks to Sessions. Buries it from 3-point range. Sessions has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now here is Humphries. And stolen by Scott. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Pulls up for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for the Hawks.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And they're getting out in transition, too, finding some easy points on the fast break.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early.
They've been getting way too many high percentage looks close to the basket, and tell you what, when they're getting them, they're converting.
You know, the play in the paint, an aspect of this game that has gone entirely their way.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. Outside, Wall. The leaner. And that one's good. Wall's got 8. Atlanta's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3 ball here.
John Wall is 6'4", with a 39-inch vertical leap and long arms to boot. Is an elite physical specimen when it comes to the point guard position.
Here's Wall, following the score of Elton Brand. Nene, the screen. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And Wall, a blur, guys, in the open court. Perhaps the fastest player in the league end-to-end. He is devastating in transition.
Yeah, he's so tough to stop around the rim, even in the half court. But when he gets ahead of steam going, he can get into the lane and then finish with either hand. So, man, he is tough to stop.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Count that one. And the Hawks lead by 3.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Here's Carroll. Gortat comes up with the rebound. Gortat's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Millsap sets the pick for Teague. Into Millsap. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Now here's Wall. He's got 10. Great D that time from Teague.
Really good job on the inside that time. I mean, he had to work for that rebound. He got it done.
Carroll passes to Horford. Puts up the baby hook. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
And as the game has gone along, they've gotten much more aggressive on the offensive boards.
You know, crashing the boards is really an effort thing. It's an attitude and effort thing. If teams get tired, they usually take a break on crashing the boards. But they've done just the opposite here.
Out of this world. Aerial skills for a guy of his size.
Kevin, that's what separates him from some of the other point guards around the league. The ability to rise and throw it down.
And I wouldn't be surprised if that spurs them on. Maybe sparks a little bit of a comeback here.
And here we go. Washington fast break. Quarters running.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Atlanta leading by 3. Millsap a screen on Wall. Horford. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
They're hovering around 50% for the game in 3-pointers. That's pretty good. But they've really elevated here in the second quarter.
Nene into the lane. Off target at the rim. Korver dishes to Teague. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam. Nice ops and determination that time. Clark to get to the rim.
We know he can bounce, and right there an example of how dangerous he is when he's got a path to the hoop.
And you love the versatility, guys. Being a point guard, and in this situation, they tack on 2 more points, expanding the lead in a pretty deflating way for the defense.
Here's Teague. Following the basket by Nene. It's stolen by Webster. Into Nene. It's stolen by Teague. Here's Carroll. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2. Martell Webster picks one up.
Well, that's the best possible play there. I mean, that was an easy 2, so instead foul him, make him shoot free throw.
That's right, a smart, strong foul there. No and ones and no dunks.
Washington making some changes. Pierce comes in for Porter. And Beal subbed in for Webster.
DeMarre Carroll last season a consistent starter for the first time in his NBA career. He really turned the corner with his three-point shot, providing a great complement to his high-energy play. Yeah, good call there. You could tell he was moving into the defender when he tried to set the screen.
Yeah, lowered that shoulder, dipped right into him, too. I mean, he was going to be called on that foul either way.
The offensive rebound.
It's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those. But his shot's been off today, no question. He's not the guy they're going to want to look to if they want to keep this lead where it is.
And that one's good. And Carroll known as the junkyard dog for his hustle style.
Really an athletic energy guy, Kevin. I mean, he can rebound, he runs, he finishes around the rim. Always a hard worker. So no surprise that he's been able to expand his game to be more complete offensively.
And Wall kicks to Beal. Hits the three-point bomb. Beal's got 15.
The defense sagged off, and, you know, he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that three.
Teague with a clean look. And again, it's Atlanta.
The field goal percentage has been bumped up into the high 50s now.
Well, they should be winning. Shooting the ball like that. This is a very efficient offense we're seeing out of this club.
Now here's Wall. He's got 12. Outside for Beal. 6 on the shot clock. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession.
3 seconds on the shot clock.
2 on the clock. Wall attacking. And Washington again with the bucket.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
Teague, the pass to Millsap. There's the dish to Korver. Fires from the wing. And that is good. Korver's got 4 points now in the quarter. Here's Wall. He's got 14. It's Gortat, top of the key. It's tipped. Now here comes Teague, leading the break. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, guys, Kyle Korver, of course, one of the league's most dangerous shooters. He said three-point shooting had better be the best part of my game. But if that's all you do, you don't get to play that much in the NBA. I try and be solid all around. I enjoy basketball and not just shooting. Kevin, he's a gamer.
He comes from a basketball family, Doris. He has that deep love of the game. You can just tell. Thanks. Dishes to Beal. Just 5 on the clock. Millsap with the double team. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
The Hawks leading by 6. Guys, this offense very effective.
Going right at them.
And this is where you just start picking apart the defense, and now you take their confidence away. You can really take control of this game.
And it's good.
Boy, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
Here's Wall. Drills the leaner. Wall's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Teague dishes to Korver. That's good, and so Teague with the assist.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Beal can't get it to go.
And a 2-for-1 opportunity.
Yeah, they've got to hurry, step it.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Things have kind of gone.
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now. Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, now's when they need a little spark anyway.
Teague inside the line. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so we wrap up the first half. Hawks lead by 7. Stay with us, folks. And now the third quarter about to get going.
What a performance from Beal here. He's got 17 points, and he's drained 3 3-point bombs so far.
Tell you what, he should not hesitate to keep firing from out there because he's got the touch tonight.
Millsap at power forward with Horford at center. On the wings, Korver and Carroll. And it's Teague in at the point guard. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half.
He's playing selfishly now, guys. He's just trying to get as many shots up as he can. Doesn't look at all concerned about his teammates.
Guys, you know, you're not going to hit that shot too often. That's high risk.
For the past few seasons, the Wizards have been making trades almost every season, but they stuck with their roster last year, and Clark, it paid off.
It sure did, Kevin. You can see how they continue to grow into a really tight-knit, cohesive group over the season, and that always makes a difference.
The Hawks leading by 5. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's foul number 2 for him.
What a great play to sacrifice his body and take the hit.
Yeah, I thought that was excellent awareness and anticipation to beat him to the spot there.
Wall draws the double. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
From 12 feet out, Wall with some nice defense. Wizards trailed by 5. Porter kicks to Nene. No one near Wall as he lets it go. Good on the three-point shot. Wall's got 19 points.
Perfect on their first 3 shots now. That's the way to start the second half.
Teague the pass to Horford. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Horford having just a fantastic game. He's got 11 points, and he's played the role of the pest today, too. I mean, he's caused a bunch of turnovers.
And those steals are all the evidence you need of just how high his basketball IQ is. He really sees the floor well defensively.
Washington calls timeout. Well, the Hawks not just competitive, but also with some financial flexibility. That's been a goal with their front office.
And they put themselves, Kevin, in a good position. And this is a team that I think can make some moves going forward.
And he's good on the second.
And the Hawks, in creating their cap space, had to part company with some of their star talent. Joe Johnson, Josh Smith. You know, that's their 2 leading scorers in consecutive seasons. Moving on, and yet they've stayed on the winning track.
And Wall. Here we go now. Can't get it to fall.
Now still a great start to the half after hitting their first 3, even before that miss.
The pass to Beal. The Wizards working the ball around now. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Well, I tell you what, you have to be impressed with the resiliency of this Hawks team. I mean, losing Johnson and Smith, then Horford goes down to a serious injury, and yet they've battled through and really, in many cases, have exceeded expectations. Everything working for them out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Teague's got 10 points.
I'll tell you what, he's made more than a few of those in his career.
And Wall kicks to Gortat. Teague against Wall. That's good. Wall's got 5 points now in the quarter.
How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too. Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Nene at the elbow. Back to Wall. He wants to get it to Nene and does. It's Gortat with the drive. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is on it.
Well, I just, you know what, come on, I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
Wall against Teague. Wall dishes to Beal. Nene up top. Nene right side. Just 4 to shoot. And that one's good by Porter.
I'll tell you what, the first half may have been a little slow, but both clubs really picking up the intensity here in the second.
I'll say that's for sure. I mean, things have really ramped up here.
Korver passes to Teague. Atlanta gets it back. Tries again. The putback is no good. Washington trailing. There's Porter with the three. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Wall. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Wizards.
I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've just continued to shoot well.
You know, something else I've noticed is just how many of their baskets have been set up by assists throughout the game.
Horford no luck. Washington's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
Nene, I think, an underrated defensive player. Not a big shot blocker, but he has tremendous size and strength. And he can move laterally, so he can really move and cover the pick and roll and switch on to guards. An effective defender.
Inside. And Gortat kicks to Beal. Looking for Gortat. He gets it there. A second chance effort. Almost, but it rolls out.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
And here's Korver from the arc. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague.
Absolutely on fire from behind the arc.
Yeah, that's where he's getting his points.
And Wall. Here we go now. Gortat wide open. He fires. Another miss by Gortat. Here's Millsap. It's a big high bounce and goes in. Now it's a 4-point Hawks lead. Washington has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Beal. And the layup's good off the glass. Beal's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Goes up at the stripe. Again, the Hawks score.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Wizards trail by 4. Kicks it to Wall. Leans from outside. That's good. Wall's got 10 points in just the second half.
What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing.
Teague up top. He's covered by Beal. A nice shot by Teague. Teague's got 16 points.
He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
He can fly, can he? He'll make you forget he's a point guard sometimes.
Yeah, when he does decide to attack the basket, Kevin, he can do it with the best of them.
And this is the time to attack with these two teams locked in such a close game.
And finished off by Beal.
Great unselfishness on the fast break.
Both teams will make substitutions. The Wizards have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
Well, you look back at a season ago, this is a club that made 78% of its shots from the free throw line, so very comfortable with that strike.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for him. A few guys got on the roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team. Well, you look at the Wizards, they've got an interesting mix of younger players and veterans, and they had tried to build their team with younger players, but a lack of leadership and maturity and professionalism led them to make some trades for more veteran presence. And you need a nice blend if you're going to win at a consistent level and get to the playoffs. And the Wizards got all the way to the second round as a result.
Outside, Pierce. Right wing. Shot clock at 6. Again, Pierce missing. And for a Wizards team that has mixed results in the draft, trading for proven veterans, Steve, certainly makes some sense.
Yeah, but it may also limit their upside. I mean, that's the trade-off with a solid veteran front line and a young developing backcourt. Have to see if they can continue to climb in the East.
Now here's Sessions. He's guarded close. Humphries with the bucket. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put on.
Looking over there at Steve. He's enjoying every second of it.
Yes,
Me too.
Man, this has been great, guys. And the fans getting their money's worth here. Both teams just playing so hard out there.
Washington calls timeout.
Kent Bazemore, undrafted back in 2012, but he caught on with the Golden State Warriors after an impressive summer league. And while he didn't play a ton of minutes, he caught national attention for his enthusiasm on the bench.
Rasul Butler's checked in for Bradley Beal. Washington's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. And Bazemore traded at the deadline last season from the Golden State Warriors to the Lakers in exchange for Steve Blake.
Really liked his game in college, and he played extensive minutes for the Lakers. I think it's pretty clear that he belongs in the NBA. He just has to cut down his turnovers, but he's a nice two-way player.
And that one's good.
This is incredible. It's been a three-point barrage since halftime.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, it has been impressive.
Humphries dishes to Sessions. Back to Humphries. It's Pierce on the wing. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Pierce has got 5 points in the quarter.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
And the shot is good. And the Hawks lead by 4.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
And there's a minute 45 left in the third. Puts it up from 15. That's good. Pierce has got 18 points in the game. Brand, a screen on Sessions. Here's Schroeder. And Brand wide open. He shoots. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
Got a piece of it. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Schroeder. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. They've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself. And I'll tell you what, that was a golden one there.
Here's Bazemore, defended by Butler. Bazemore misses. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
Yeah, no question. If I'm them, I'm definitely going 2 for 1.
And Sessions kicks to Pierce. Left side Pierce. He drains the turnaround jump shot. Pierce has got 20 points.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Brand, a screen on Sessions. Schroeder kicks to Brand. Butler with the steal.
And they'll probably let the clock wind down here.
Exactly. No need to give the ball back before the end of the quarter.
For Washington, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. First free throw is good. Wizards making a switch here. And both free throws good for Paul Pierce. 11 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Schroeder. That will count. Drilled it just as the horn sounded.
And Kevin, he had the eye of the tiger there. I mean, he was not going to pass that shot up.
No way.
Well done.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. It's Atlanta up by 4. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. Wizards trail by 4. Taking a look at the Wizards. They've got Kevin Seraphin. Webster out there with Ramon Sessions. Then it's Pierce. Seraphin kicks to Pierce. Wizards passing it around. 6 to shoot. Comes up empty down low.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things toward them. I mean, they've been winning that battle.
Schroeder's shot is good.
Shaky defense down low again. It's been a mismatch in the paint.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get battered like they have inside.
Now here's Sessions. Defense right on him. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, he's sensing this is a critical time in this game, guys.
And it's Schroeder missing. Wizards trailed by 4. Goes up. Rejected by Brand. Here's Schroeder. He dishes it to Scott. Brand, a screen on Pierce. Right by Scott. And the foul on Mike Scott. That is his first foul of the game.
He had pretty much played mistake-free basketball up to that point. That's really the only time he's turned it over so far.
So for the Wizards. Gort's out with the screen for Wall. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Wall's got 30 points.
Well, those are key baskets, and we know he can deliver down the stretch.
Schroeder passed to Baseman. In low to Brand. Lays it up and banks it in.
And this game has really heated up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, there's always room for more offense, Steve. Watch out! Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
Here's Schroeder. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Nene, the screen. Left side, Wall. Nene into the lane. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got 5 assists in the game. They double him with Wall. Here's Schroeder. The kick out to Scott. In low to Brand. The 17-footer. Again, the Hawks good for 2. Washington calls timeout. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor. And these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, Kevin, Randy Whitman had some words for his team over the break. He is not happy with their perimeter defense, saying, guys, way too many open shots for them beyond the three-point line. We've got to press up closer and try to crowd them off the arc. Guys, we'll see if they got the message.
Thanks a lot, Doris. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. The Hawks lead by 5. The drive by Scott.
Mike Scott, a second-round pickup for the Hawks. He's gotten an opportunity with their injuries, just about doubled his minutes last season. A consistent offensive threat off the bench, and he's improved that three-point stroke as well.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And the other thing they're doing, Clark, is scoring a lot of points off turnovers, forcing mistakes and cashing in.
Passes it to Beal. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
You know, even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line this half.
I think they've done a good job of making the most of their chances at the line, and they've got to keep it up to take the lead.
He feeds it to Nene. The jump hook. Shot's good. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 12 rebounds. And for Scott, where he still needs to improve is on his defensive side.
Exactly, Kevin. A little more than a speed bump on the low block, and his rebounding numbers fell drastically last season. He's already 26 years of age. His upside, I still think it's there, but not as much as we thought initially.
The Hawks leading by 3. Bazemore dishes to Schroeder. Pass to Muscala. Shot left block. They double it with Nene. Beal pulls it in. Washington's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. To tie it up. Beal with another miss.
Well, he struggled a little bit in the second half, but remember, he hit 3 of those in the first half.
Here's Bazemore. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And the Hawks lead by 5. Right side Wall. And again, Washington no good. The Hawks have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Pass to Schroeder. To the middle. Here's Muscala. Second shot opportunity. And Brand with the lay-in. Good.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Washington calls timeout.
Well, to get those big in-conference wins, you've got to be able to adjust mid-game, and the Hawks did that very well last season. A lot of runs for them in the third quarter of games.
Paul Pierce is checked in for the Wizards. Outside Wall. Gortat with a screen on Teague. Takes a 3. It will go down, and the Hawks lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Pierce. And for the Hawks in the East, guys, finished as the 8th seed in part because of their ability to adjust after the half.
Yeah, they'd end up with 28 wins in the conference, but a lot of them came from their ability to come out strong after the break.
We're seeing him bring that shooting percentage up now, guys. The first half was a struggle for him.
And Wall kicks to Beal. It's Wall with the drop. Horford with the block. And it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession. Six to shoot. Here's the pass to Nene. That's tipped. Here's the lob to the hoop.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
He used that pitch to perfection. Nene's got 6 in the quarter.
Defense just has to fight over the top of those screens.
Especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, he doesn't miss too many open shots.
Horford, good.
Look at the size discrepancy there between the defender and the shooter.
Well, those are warm-up jumpers. When there's not a hand in his face, he'll knock those down all day.
Here's Wall. High post shot. That's short off the rim.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
And they've needed every one of those rebounds. I think that's what's put them in front here.
And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
Atlanta leading by 5. Millsap sets the pick for T. The feed to Carroll. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. Here's Millsap. And Atlanta again with the bucket. Wizards trail by 7. Feeds it to Gortat. Back to Wall. That is good. Wall's got 6 in the quarter.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
Right side T. Beal pulls it in. Beal's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Wall. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Well, the Wizards signed John Wall to that max contract extension last season, and he rewarded them. Made his first All-Star game appearance and led the team back to the playoffs for the first time in 6 seasons.
And Wall finally adding a consistent three-pointer to his arsenal last season. He shot almost 4 threes a game and made them at a 35% clip.
And the Wizards making a change here. Humphries checked in. And Steve, defenders can't just go under on screens any longer defending John Wall.
Yeah, that outs defenders honest, and it opens up driving angles and passing lanes for John Wall, who's one of the most explosive players in the league. Boy, you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint.
Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
No one near him. And he gets it to go. Wall's got 38 points.
Well, his scoring this quarter has been off the charts, and the complexion of the game as a result may change.
Here's Carroll. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Marcin Gortat.
Smart foul there. Make him earn those 2 free throws instead of giving up an easy dunk.
Yeah, and he's not a strong free throw shooter. I mean, with his percentage, he's likely to miss one, so that's a good heads-up play.
And that one falls for Carroll. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Washington. Second free throw, no good. Wizards trailed by 4. The kick out to Wall. And stolen by Horford. Out to the right wing. The 3 from Korver. Knocked away. Here's Millsap. Korver kicks the tee. Horford with a screen on Beal. Into Horford. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. And that's now 20 points for Horford.
Really did a nice job recognizing the mismatch that he had and immediately cashing in with that mid-range jumper.
From the high post. And again, John Wall. Wall's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Well, with his team struggling, he is taking it upon himself to get them back into this game.
Teague against Beal. Teague dishes to Millsap. That one goes.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Nene, he's checked in for Chris Humphries.
Well, they've had the advantage in rebounding all night, but none bigger than the one right there.
Now Beal. Millsap with the steal. Moving it up. Stops. Pops.
That couldn't have gone better for him. Forget about playing it safe. They're looking to finish it off in style, and I like that type of aggressiveness.
I got to say, Clark, I didn't expect them to play it that way, but a great steal, and then they get out and run. Awesome.
Wizards making a switch here. Pierce is checked in. Looking for Gortat. He gets it there. Beal from long range. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Teague. Taken away by Nene. Here's Beal. And he gets off the fast break with a monster slam.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. That turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities, that's what it's all about.
The shot by Pierce will not go.
Now it looks like their comeback hopes are out the window. I think this lead is safe now.
Yep, this one's a done deal.
Cashes in for a double-digit lead.
A serious game-clinching run. They've taken off here. Impressive.
No backing off. What a surge at the right time.
Wall passes to Beal. The kick out to Pierce. No one near Wall as he lets it go. Drills it from outside. Wall's got 43 points. And here is Teague. And so the Hawks take the win. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
And that about wraps